for tonight's 13th annual Geico 400 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race conducted here tonight at Chicagoland Speedway. And our top finishing Sunoco Rookie of the Year, the Sunoco Rookie of the Year candidate is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a career best finish of 8th tonight. And in the Sprint Cup Series, he drove the number 17 Best Buy Ford. And let's take some questions to Ricky first before we hear from Kyle Busch. But, Ricky, congratulations. A really nice run out there by you tonight. Talk about your race, if you would, please.
Yeah, we didn't start off near like we wanted. We thought we had a better car throughout the weekend, and we started the race, and I thought we were in big trouble. But luckily, we I think after the rain delay and getting back out there at night, it kind of helped our car turn a little bit better. But it was I stayed out there on that last caution and thought we were going to be in trouble with those guys behind us on tires, but we're able to hold them off and get an 8th place finish. And I was just glad there was no more cautions.
Any questions for Ricky? Excuse me, Lee.
Talk about your drive-through experience during the rain delay.
Do what now?
Your drive-through experience
during
the rain?
Went to Sonic during my rain delay, so paid off. Gave me a little bit of energy and took a nap and really played it out well. I was not. I was not.
Who was? I kid because I care.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Let's go far left over here. Far left to Zach. We'll take this one. You got one, Nate, for Ricky? Okay.
We'll do him first.
We'll do that. Yeah. Get him, and then we'll release him. Go ahead. We'll take Zach, then we'll take your question for Ricky, and then we'll open it up for Kyle. Go ahead.
Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. Ricky, 2 straight top 10s on the heels of the pole at Atlanta. What's been the difference for you guys the last 3 weeks?
I wished I knew. I feel like our cars still don't drive very good, and I think Scott's making good calls to get us track position at the end of these races, and we're able to hang on to it. But we still got a lot of work to do. But it's good to carry that momentum from that pole in Atlanta. 2 top 10s now, and we're looking forward to carrying that on the rest of the year. It's just we still got a lot of work to do. But I think just good pit calls there at the end. Keeping us out on the racetrack in good track position has been the best for us lately.
Nate, what's your question for Ricky, if you could, please, and then you can ask Kyle.
Ricky, did you notice anything different with the new rules, digital communication spotters, that sort of stuff? Anything? Did it feel any different in the cockpit?
No, I gave it 110% all race. Felt really good. My spotter told me there was 30 to go when there was, or 20 to go when there was 30 to go. So he might need a little help because I think the crew chief normally is, talking to him, telling him how many to go. So
Calculator was broke.
Yeah, he missed that by 10. So then I stayed out there under that last caution, and they said that we had 25 to go. I was like, I thought you said we had 20 to go, 5 laps ago. So that threw us off a little bit, but I thought the restarts went well. I didn't ever start on the front row, so I guess you'll have to ask Kyle how the restarts were, but it seemed like everything went pretty smooth tonight.
Kyle, you want to answer that question real quick about the restarts, and then we'll open it up for you?
I thought restarts were good. I thought it was pretty cool to show the first one of the night. The second place car can beat the first place car to the line. So we did that, but Jimmy still had enough of a draft on me that he was able to still prevail through 1 and 2. But I thought the restarts were fine. Even on that last one, I beat Kenseth to the line, and I thought I had enough momentum to stay in front of him. But then, or at least to stay enough alongside of him through 1 and 2 to be alongside of him down the back. But the 29 just pushed him right past me, so that was our race.
Ricky, we'll let you go. Congratulations on a nice run tonight.
Johnny.
Okay, joining us now we have Kyle Busch is with us, as is Kevin Harvick is with us as well. Let's hear about their race here tonight. Kyle, if you would go first. Certainly you had a race-leading car for many laps, and then The 20 took you there, but talk about your run out there tonight in the number 18 Double Mint Toyota.
Yeah, our race was really good. We had a little bit of a slow start. I mean, we ran up front all night, but I say slow start just because we were trying to work on, getting the car to handle a little bit better and not knowing that if we got the balance right, if the speed would be there, but it certainly was. Once they got the car better for me, it was, the speed picked up as well, too, and I felt like we had a top 3 car with the 20 and the 48. And then, there at the end, I thought I got a good enough restart. It wasn't great, but it was good enough, and I had enough going with the 20 beside me, and then the 29 pushed the 20 by me before I got to turn 1, and I didn't have enough to stay on his door to hold him back to be alongside of him through 1 and 2, and then down the backstretch to try to race him in 3 and 4. So once the 20 got out front, I was a little too loose, but just couldn't do anything with him. So that was the race right there.
And Kyle currently is second on our points battle. He's 8 behind Matt Kenseth. Currently in 4th place in our chase standings is Kevin Harvick. He's 15 out of 1st place, and tonight he drove the number 29 Budweiser Chevrolet to 3rd place showing tonight for Richard Childress Racing. Kevin, talk about your run out there tonight and maybe how the track obviously changed from the beginning, first segment, and then came back after that and finished it out.
Yeah, it was, the first half of the race for us, we were really tight, struggled with the handling of our car to be able to get the car to turn through the center of the corner. But, we sat down, and the engineers and Gil sat down in between the rain delay there and came up with some good adjustments, and we were able to make some good ground. Our car was really, really good on the restart, so you could pick a bunch of them off, pretty easy there going into turn 1 and 2. So, all in all, it was a good night. Just too loose at the end to really run with those guys up off the corner, but still a good night.
Okay, we'll take questions now for both Kyle and Kevin. Raise your hand. We'll come to you with wireless questions for Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Right here, Nate, and then Bob, and then Stan.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. For both of you guys, what I asked Ricky, did you guys notice anything different in terms of the radio communications with the digital access for spotters being gone and just generally the restarts? Kevin, Kyle already addressed that, but just all the changes that kind of went into today's race, how it was different from the cockpit.
I didn't notice any difference really between spotter communication. I thought it was all pretty much the same, to be honest with you. So it didn't really affect us a whole lot. So I thought, all in all, good.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really have anything different that affected what we did in the car. I didn't notice anything different. Yeah, I think everybody can be a little bit more aggressive, as you saw there at the end. Not worrying about shoving the other guy in front. I think you just, when the green flag goes, you just start going and make a decision as to whether you want to go low or push the guy in front of you. So, as you saw at the end with Matt, I was able to be really aggressive on that restart and just keep shoving him.
Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Hacker, Sporting News. I have one for kind of both. First, Kyle, did you know that you actually get a point for leading a lap if the second place car beats the first place car to the line? So when you actually beat Jimmy to the line, you actually had earned a bonus point.
Yeah, I got that at the rain delay. I figured that out. They gave it to us.
Okay. And Kevin, what happened on pit road, and can you talk about just, virtually everybody in the top 6 had something possibly happen to them tonight, and you all were able to kind of come back and get through it.
Yeah, we went from top 5 3 times to 16th or 18th. So once was just everybody took 2 tires. Another time was the 7 coming into his pit stall and stopped and going, and we all stacked up and had to stop to not crash, and the rest of it was just bad performance on pit road.
Other questions for Kyle or Kevin? Right here, Reed.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Kevin, you gave Matt the push that he needed to get to the lead there at the end. Did you figure you were going to be able to follow him through and maybe challenge him later on?
I didn't know. It looked like the run before that Kyle was a little bit better than the 20. They were pretty evenly matched. I was kind of hoping that they would get side by side, and you have something, one of them slide up, or you're able to get 3 wide, or something happen. So I figured that was better than going to the bottom and getting 3 wide and being pinned on the bottom and getting passed by 2 or 3 cars on the top. And so I just figured that was my best option.
Go over here to the left, Stan.
Yeah, Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com. First, Kyle, for you, man, you wanted that third win tonight for this weekend. Did you think about that at all in the closing laps?
Oh yeah, I watched it slip right away. It sucks, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, certainly it'd be nice if we could have won tonight and brought home a trifecta. I didn't think we had a shot at it after yesterday's practice, but then during the race today, car was entirely different, and I could really drive the heck out of it. So was gonna be cool, but you know, there's always those cautions.
All right, and for Kevin, 5 hours of rain delay. How do you keep yourself in focus, ready to get back behind the wheel during a 5-hour delay like that?
Honestly, I just went back and hung out with Delana and my son and ate some dinner and relaxed and watched football. So that was really what I did, was just really not think about racing, and when it was time to go, you get back into the right frame of mind.
Anybody else? Reed?
Yes, for both guys. Did the track conditions change appreciably after the rain delay? I mean, I think track temps went down about 17 degrees from when you stopped to when you restarted again.
I would say track conditions were different. Yeah, I mean, just a lot more grip. I mean, you could just drive the heck out of it and get a lot of speed out of the car. But besides that, mine picked up a little bit better front turn. You know, I think the front tires just didn't slide as bad across the rubber because it wasn't as hot. But, I mean, on a hot, sunny day, the pace would have been a lot slower, just everybody sliding around. But tonight it was really cool, really fast.
Yeah, I mean, the pace definitely picked up. My car was way better in the night than it was in the day. But, I mean, there was a couple times 3/4 of the way down the straightaway, just sit on the rev limiter, and I hadn't touched it all weekend.
Over here to the left, if we could get the mic over here, please.
It's Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. For Kyle, just how big of a statement is this for Joe Gibbs Racing in terms of being a confidence booster that could possibly set the table for you guys the rest of the chase?
Well, I certainly wish it was flipped, but it was a great night for Joe Gibbs Racing. You know, I think that having the 18 and the 20 running up front like that, you know, shows that we're capable of doing that. But Matt, I tell you, Matt is really, really good at mile-and-a-half racing. I mean, he is fast, and he's won a lot of them this year. And I typically in the past haven't been great at it, but certainly this year been a lot better at it. So it's a testament to us all learning and sharing information and getting better. You know, I think Denny had a good run tonight going too. So it's a process, and our program seems to be working well with these mile-and-a-half tracks, but also, you know, Kansas won on the short track as well with Bristol. So it gives some optimism going into these final 10, which half of them are mile-and-a-halves.
Any additional questions? Well, Kyle, Kevin, thanks for putting on a great performance.